Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Super Chat. I'm your host, Justin.
I'm your host, Carlos here. How you guys doing today?
And today we got SSJGoshin4.
Hey, what's up,
AKA
everybody?
Steph.
Yes. Goshin, SSJGoshin4, Stephanie, whichever. They're
So
all
you've
good.
been shopping here for a long time.
Yeah.
Before I even started working here.
Yeah, actually, a while. The first time I stepped foot here was 2020, in the middle of the pandemic.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
Remember those days? Oh, so she came right before I started working here.
Right? You started working here in 2020.
March.
2021.
Yeah, I
Beginning.
literally, maybe some weird timeline. There's
Right.
something going on. Yeah.
I don't remember when I posted that video. I don't know if you know. I don't know.
I don't remember. I saw the video like a bunch of times, but I don't remember what like.
Were you in the video?
I don't think so.
Or was it just like Alan or something?
No. It was like I know they were like going around the store filming and like they were doing plushies. That's all basically I saw plushies on like in the video.
Yeah, like I know I was focusing on Dragon Ball stuff primarily, but like my sister loves all anime, so she was like, oh my god, I love all this stuff.
And so, did you come here just for Dragon Ball stuff, or you guys just came to hang out and look out?
We were really bored one day because the pandemic, obviously everything was crazy. We were with my mom at the time, and she was crazy about COVID, and she didn't want us to go out. So finally, we had our freedom, and we're like, we should go to an anime store. Maybe there's an anime store that's open. So we just looked up anime store on Google, and you guys came up. So we're like, oh, let's go. So, and it wasn't too far away. So we went, and it was like a pleasant surprise. It was cool. I mean, at the time it was smaller, definitely. It was a little bit crowded, but like it's awesome to see how far you guys have come for sure.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I want to get more to see how far your collection has come. I mean, we'll put like a nice little video that they can see right here.
Like a little montage.
A little montage of everything, and then you'll send us some stuff. But if you guys look at these, especially that Great Monkey baby, like that is insane. All this stuff is like super old. I mean, the baby is 1998.
1998 or so, yeah. It's definitely from the 90s. It's like, I have an interesting story with that one, actually. I will tell it to you because it's actually fun. It's a fun story. Okay, so I had it originally when I was like 9 or 10 on my 9th or 10th birthday. My mom got it for me as a gift. And at the time, when you're a kid, you don't know the value of anything. So I used to like just play with it and beat it up, whatever. So I ended up selling it eventually. So I didn't have one. And then I went to a con back in 2010. And I remember there was a vendor who had this at their table. And I saw the sticker on it and it said $25. And I was like, my mouth dropped. I was like, is this guy serious? Does he know what he has? So I didn't say anything and acted like, like I didn't know. And I was like, how much is this? And he said, oh, it's $25. And I'm like, I'm buying it right now. I'm buying this right now. So, yeah, I got this grill for $25. It's insane. And I kept the sticker on it on purpose so people could believe me.
Yeah, no, I looked at it and I was like, oh, yeah, this is old. For that price, I was like, this is old.
I wonder how much is valued at now.
It's like in the box, like 400, 500.
Holy
It depends
crap,
on.
That's a lot. It's like
dude,
more than double the price of it.
Yeah, it depends on like the condition of the box. It can go up or down. But yeah, like 400 around.
Is it is the figure the melted plastic or painted on? Like the colored plastic.
I believe it's painted on actually, because if you were to somehow take the paint off, you can see the plastic, the actual color underneath it. So yeah, but
But the paint hasn't melted, right? Because I know like some old figures. Oh, luckily it hasn't melted.
Yeah,
Wow.
no,
holy crap,
I've
yeah.
actually I haven't really seen that happen. At least with Dragon Ball figures, that
It happens with some sort of figures that we've had that are like super old. Just being in the plastic, not even in the sunlight, the paint will just melt away.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's what I was
Crazy.
like when I saw it. I was like, this thing is insane. So how did you get into Dragon Ball?
I first saw, I think it was like 4 or 5 on Toonami back in the day. My older sister was watching it, and I remember the first episode that I've ever seen was when Yamcha got killed by the Cybermen. And I was like, what is this? This is so cool. I want to see more of this. Back then, I called Yamcha Lamb Chop. I was like 5. So.
That's in the community, I think, though. Yeah. That's in the community.
Yeah, so I started watching it through that, Toonami, and then I was hooked. And I started collecting when I was 11, like seriously collecting. I had the toys prior to that, but I used to just play with them and make my own stories or whatever. And I remember going into a Toys R Us one day and just like looking at the figures in the box, and I'm like, I don't know if I really want to open this. Like, I think it looks really cool in its, packaging. So that's how it started, really.
Wow.
It started in like where it is right now, where it's still in the box.
Yeah,
That's
like
pretty cool.
I have loose figures too, but if they are in their box and I can't open them and put them back in, then I will just leave it like that,
So it kind of just happened. It was just kind of like, oh, what's this show? This show's cool. Oh wait, I like this, but I like it in the box. And so you were just like, keep watching Dragon Ball, keep reading Dragon Ball, and then keep buying all of the Dragon Ball merch that was out there.
Yeah, so it just happened, yeah. Because, like, when I was younger, I always loved the Dragon Ball toys and figures and everything, because I used to, like, I had so many fond memories with my childhood toys. I used to play with them with my cousins. We'd make our own stories and everything, so, I don't know, I just had a connection to my toys. So then, I guess, it just one day something clicked with me when I was, like, 11. I'm like, I think I actually really like them like this in the box, and they look really cool. And then I started to seriously just collect like that. I mean, yeah, it's just now it's really blown up now, my collection.
Yeah.
So it's come a long way. Yeah.
Have you ever done like a net worth check on like how much your collection is valued?
No, I wish I could do that, but it's just like I don't even know how many pieces I have in my collection. Like I have so many.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't have a specific number of what you have in stock?
No, I don't. People always ask me, and I'm like, I don't have a number to give you, but I'm not sure if it's over 9,000. I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah. So, yeah, I wish I knew. The last time I counted though was in 2014. And at that time, I had like 4,000 pieces, and that was 2014.
In 2014.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Like 4,000 pieces.
That
then.
has to be more than double as it is now.
And what
Yeah.
Super Super came out 2016?
2015.
Oh, so right before Super came out, you were
Yeah.
like counted it, and then I'm pretty sure. Well, I mean, the manga was being written, but for the Dragon Ball world, I mean, since GT, there hadn't really been new Dragon Ball stories other than Xenoverse, and like they redid Kai, or like
Yeah.
they redid Z with like doing Kai.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty sure when Super came out, that was like time to buy more stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Like I feel like when Super came out, there was just all of a sudden like a surge of new collectors too. I was collecting so long ago, and I remember there was like a time where it was like pretty stagnant with just new merchandise or
Mhm.
collectibles or just even like new collectors. There wasn't many, so there was like its little niche thing until Super really people were like had their resurgence in Dragon Ball. So
Well, I got a lot of new people into it because it was sad to say, but it was easy enough for people to get into it by going, I'm going to watch 2 YouTube videos, one about Dragon Ball, one about Dragon Ball Z, and now I can watch Super. And that's what a lot of people did, just to catch up with all the hype.
Like a double feature.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And so, I mean, I see that working here. People are just like, oh, I'm just going to watch Super. I'm like, do you want me to, like, hurt you? Like,
yeah,
like what are you saying?
In
Like,
order
yeah.
to follow I tell this to every single one of my customers. If you want to learn about any show, you have to follow the storyline of it first in order to get the show what it is.
At least
today.
read it.
Yeah, of course.
At least read it. If you're not going to watch it, at least read it. Yeah, don't just watch a quick video about, oh, this happened, now you can watch Super. Like,
yeah, I
no,
would
it's
never
not
recommend
okay.
that to anybody. Like,
No,
I would
yeah.
say if you want to like get through Z fast, just do Kai, and then you can go to Super from there. I mean, I would recommend GT too because I actually like GT. I know it's very controversial, but I like it.
No, I tell people to watch it. I say go back after you watch Super because I know people just want to watch what's canon.
Yeah,
So I say, okay, just watch this. You can ignore, if you're going to do a canon run, do Dragon Ball, only the show, Dragon Ball Z, the original, only the show, not the movies, and then Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Super's movies. Because I know the movies for Z aren't canon now.
Yeah, exactly. They're like its own thing.
It's its own thing, yeah.
Right now, Dragon Ball Z is the 3rd longest running
Is
anime.
it?
Yeah.
The
That's crazy.
3rd?
3rd.
I thought it was Detective Conan.
No, it's right now, Dragon Ball Z is the 3rd. You have Saiyaman, which is 1st. 2nd is Doraemon.
Well, One Piece is longer than Dragon Ball.
No.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z has been longer for a long time.
No.
One Piece is like
No, you
insane.
mean no, dude. No, longest running in history, or you mean like longest in episodes or manga?
No, like in history.
I think One Piece is older.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
You mean like older anime? You mean or
No,
like whenever
like
it was
longest
released?
longest running anime.
Yeah,
So now.
One Piece.
Like One Piece
No.
came out in
It
99.
has 1,000 episodes.
I think it came out in 99. One Piece. I mean,
One Piece came out in '99.
Yeah. And it's
It has
over
1,000 episodes. That's way more than Dragon Ball.
Yeah, over
That's
1,000
all
more.
of Dragon Ball and GT.
It's way more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Dude,
wow.
no, yeah.
I was like, I was confused for a second.
Listen. We're gonna stop that so no one kills you. Okay, like after that.
Like, One
that
Piece
was
is
a
like
hot take.
Detective Conan too. Like it's been running since like
I'm
the
still
early
watching
90s.
it right now.
Yeah, the Detective Conan's
Yeah.
longer than
Yeah.
One Piece.
And it has the most
Yeah.
crossovers in anime history.
I love, Detective Conan. I mean, have I watched all that? No, but it's an anime that you don't have to watch like fully. You know, you can watch an episode here, watch an episode there.
Yeah.
The live actions were awesome too. So you gotta
Dragon Ball fans can't say that. Okay,
No, no.
we can't say
Dragon
that.
Ball,
We
Dragon
can't say
Ball's,
that.
I cannot handle Dragon Ball live action.
Oh no, we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that's a boo boo in the anime community.
Yeah.
So other than watching Dragon Ball, getting a Dragon Ball, and collecting it, you started your YouTube channel in 2010.
So I started my YouTube channel. Actually, the original channel, SSJGoshin4 without the J, in 2006. I believe it was January 2006. I found YouTube by accident when I was just looking for full anime episodes back in the day, or when I just did stuff like that.
I watched
And-
Bleach. I
No,
watched
what?
all of Bleach on YouTube.
You really?
Yeah.
Back then, like, they didn't have restrictions, so I used to
Exactly.
look for anime episodes on YouTube, and then I found it just by accident, and then like I opened my account and like this place was really cool, so I would upload my anime music videos on there, because back then I used to make them, and
Classic AMV channel. Nice.
I had my own music videos, so from there I started to do Dragon Ball content, and I started Dragon Ball content in 2008 with figure reviews. I saw another YouTuber doing that, and I'm like, I have so many figures, I could do the same thing. So that's how I really started with it, with my crappy camera and like horrible quality, but that's how everybody was, I think, back then, early days of YouTube.
Yeah, because I mean, you'd rather spend like $10,000 on a Hollywood camera, or you film with the nearest that you can get at your local shop. And everyone, like you said, it was okay back then to have that quality because it's just what it was. You know,
when YouTube started back in 2005, it was like, dude.
I mean, the biggest thing back then, who had good production-wise, was Smosh.
Yeah.
And I think that was really about it. Everyone else, up until like 2010, I want to say, is when the quality got better.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of how my YouTube career started, and I just continued doing the Dragon Ball figure reviews, and then I like expanded to just like Dragon Ball videos in general, like the hunting videos or like reaction videos. And yeah, it's crazy. I never thought like it would get me anywhere, really. I was just doing like random videos, like, oh, this is fun. You know, I was like 15 or 16 when I started Dragon Ball.
On the first channel?
Yes.
On the first channel,
on the first channel. And then what happened with that one was in 2009, all of a sudden my channel got like taken down. And I was like, I remember I was a wreck. I was crying because I had like 1,000 subs, and back then that was like a big deal.
Yeah.
And it was because of the copyright strikes, because I had copyrighted content with the music and like, you know, anime episodes. But, you know, that's when they really started cracking down, and Google took over YouTube. And so I had to open SSJGoshin4.
YouTube algorithm sucks.
Yeah. So that's.
Did your subscribers move with you, or was it hard to climb back up?
I remember the way I had to notify my subscribers was through my email, because back then I'd always get like emails for whenever somebody would subscribe. So, and also YouTube had a messaging thing.
Like a mass email.
Yeah, so
center,
you can like private message any YouTube channel. So I had to go through my emails and literally go and message every single person individually. This is my new channel. This is my new channel. And then most of them went to the new one. So that's how I was able to do that. It's crazy.
How much did you lose in subscribers?
I don't
remember?
I don't remember. But, you know, back then, like, it was such a big deal for 1,000. I was so sad. But you know, like
it capped at 1,000. Kind of your subscriber.
No, it was just 1,000 subscribers when I lost my account. So you know, I was like, oh my gosh, like what? I had to start all over again. It was crazy.
And then so you started the 4 in 2009.
I started the SSJGoshin4. The original was without the J, so it was just Goshin4, and then I added the J in the new one. So in 2009, the new one. Yeah.
Okay. And then honestly, it's a lot of people, I guess, you understand the YouTube algorithm and all that in the world, and I've studied it just watching. It's impressive to have 80,000 subscribers. I just want to tell you that off the bat. Like, yeah, no, it is. Like, you know, and like when I looked you up, I was like, oh shit, like 80,000. It is a lot of work. It's people don't understand. It's 80,000 people that are subscribed to you that end up checking out your content at the end of the day. You know.
Yeah.
So it's pretty impressive you pulled that. So.
Yeah, honestly, I'm very grateful for it. You know,
yeah.
my goal is 100K. Like, I want that YouTube plaque. That'd be awesome. So I'm striving for that. But yeah, like I kind of went through the motions with all the other social media platforms that came up after YouTube, Instagram, now TikTok. So it's crazy because actually on TikTok I have the most followers out of all of my platforms on TikTok. Crazy.
See, maybe there's a way you can do that, switch that up. Just get them to come over to YouTube.
I try, you know. So I guess like a lot of kids are on TikTok now, so they're like, oh, YouTube's cool, but TikTok, you know, because they have short attention spans now.
You do like the YouTube Shorts?
I do a lot of the Reels too on Instagram.
And so. do you post the TikToks on the YouTube Reels?
I do. I feel like I make more of an impact on Instagram with the repurposed TikTok content.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's just like the algorithm on Instagram is different. Like now it pushes like Reels a lot. Instagram is like Reels. You gotta do Reels.
Yeah, but at least I know the way TikTok works, they push like, oh, people dancing, America really needs to watch that at this time. Instagram's very personal. It's like, oh, you like people falling from trees for whatever reason? I'm just going to show you people falling from trees for whatever reason. It's all it's going to show you.
Yes.
Or something at least similar to that, which is cool.
Or
so
something funny and gritty.
Funny and gritty. Or Dragon Ball.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's so true.
What is your day-to-day? Do you wake up thinking about Dragon Ball? You eat lunch thinking about Dragon Ball, and then go to sleep thinking about Dragon Ball? Like, what is your day-to-day?
It's funny because a lot of people would think that, right? But no, I mean, of course, I have Dragon Ball in my mind at least once a day, of course.
Yeah.
It's not my entire day. I mean, I have my day job that I go to. I have to look after my dog and my girlfriend, my personal life, and my friends and everything. So, it's a lot of other stuff mixed in there, but, I'm happy that I have, like, friends and family and everything that, like, support what I do. So, that's always the best,
that is the best, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm always having, like, Dragon Ball collectibles in mind, always. That's true. That's true.
Like when you're anywhere, you're like, oh, wow, I gotta see this.
I'm on eBay or something, or I'm on, like, the Facebook groups that are, like, dedicated to just Dragon Ball collectors and stuff, so I'm always looking and, like, I get like packages at least once or twice.
I know this happened to me at McDonald's recently. I think like a month ago. They had like a Happy Meal where like I don't know if it's still going on, but if you buy it, you can build Pikachu from or like at least his head from like the Happy Meal box. So like the Happy Meal box would be Pikachu. And I was just at McDonald's and I was like, I'm really gonna get a Happy Meal just so I can do that. It was like, have you ever gone anywhere and you're just like, oh, that's Dragon Ball? I have to get that instead. Do you ever like,
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely has happened. Like, okay, Dragon Ball, gotta get it. Like anything, Like my collection actually has a huge variety of Dragon Ball, like, memorabilia. It's like not just figures. I have like trash cans, I have backpacks, I have lunch boxes, I have fruit snacks that have never been opened from 2000. Like, I have candy. All this stuff.
It's funny. The value is still there because it hasn't been opened. Even if the food has gone bad, it's still there because the packaging is intact. It's so funny.
Exactly. Like, I love random, like, Dragon Ball merch sometimes. Like, it's just some of my favorite things to collect. Like, have Dragon Ball Super toilet paper.
What?
Yeah, I do. That
Did you
have
get
not
like
been
two to use one?
No, no. People always ask me that question. I'm like, no, I just bought it because it's so crazy that they actually have that. Like,
I would have tried to try it out. I would have been like, is this cheap paper? Is it like, you know, like...
maybe I should buy another one, just do a review.
Yeah, yeah. So we're going to do a dry review and then a wet review.
Today we have the one and only Dragon Ball Super toilet paper. Today we're going to show you every variation of it.
Can you send us a photo of that?
Yeah.
I'm going to put that in the beginning.
Yes.
And people are going to see it and be like, what is that? And then they'll listen to it. But is there like whose face is on it or?
I think it's like maybe Super Saiyan Blue, Goku and Vegeta and Beerus, I believe. Yeah. It's like I remember I made a video of like the top 5 or 7 weirdest Dragon Ball items. And that was one of them. And I was like, you can wipe your ass with Goku's face. Like, that's what I said.
Is there anything now and today that you found out that's the weirdest, like, not just Dragon Ball merch? Well, I guess just in the fandom or, like, in real life, what is the weirdest Dragon Ball thing you've seen?
I mean, I've seen some crazy stuff, so, yeah.
What? Like, what? Tell us.
I've seen a Dragon Ball condom before.
What?
Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Does it say, like, over 9,000?
I think it had, like, a Dragon Ball on it or something. Like, I've seen a collector actually buy it for their collection. Like, they're like,
I would get all 7. Yeah, I would get all 7. Yeah, all 7 condoms, yeah.
No, imagine they have Dragon Ball Z condoms, but you just put Kamehameha on it.
Oh, it's blue. It's blue when you open it, yeah. And it glows. It's a glow-in-the-dark condom, blue.
Yeah, that's pretty, like, crazy. That's, like, one of the craziest
Are
things I've
those
seen.
are official branded Bandai merch?
No. They're
Or, like,
just,
toy animation? No, it's just
like
fan stuff.
Some
It's
fan,
like
or like
okay.
knockoff things, like, unofficial merchandise.
What's the craziest official thing that Japan's released that only in Japan that you had to, like, get over here?
Sheesh. I mean, the toilet paper is that's up there, because that's official. Trying to think. I don't know. I'm sure there's a lot more that I can't think of the top of my head. There's a Master Roshi tissue paper cover, which is really cool. And you pull out the tissue paper from his nose, like as if he's like bleeding from his nose. Like,
is it like molded into his face and you pull it out?
Yeah. It's literally like, it looks like a mask, but you put it over the tissue paper and then you just pull it from his nose.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, I have it actually. I do have it as well. But you would need like red colored tissue paper, right? So it can be accurate.
I think they do sell it.
Yeah,
yeah,
right?
I think they do sell it. Probably like
napkins, but
yeah, like just put some red napkins in there anyway. Yeah. That's a sick centerpiece, honestly.
Yeah. Today we have Master Roshi's nose. Pull out the tissue.
We'll definitely need a photo of that one too.
Yeah,
that's
it's
crazy.
fun.
Oh my god! I think we need to do Super Enemies to go do a tour of your collection.
I'm down. Whenever I have it completely set up, because it's like still in the process. Because I recently moved to my own condo. Like before, it was at my mom's house, so my whole bedroom was just my collection, and it was crazy. It looked like a Dragon Ball shrine.
And now is it just like a wall in your condo?
Now I have a second bedroom dedicated to my collection. But it's still like in boxes. It's still in the process because I want to buy like the shelving and all the appropriate things.
Are you going to IKEA?
IKEA, yeah.
IKEA.
IKEA's the place.
It is. Yeah.
Stay tuned for a future version of Super Anime Store Cribs.
Crib.
That's something. In the sense that he said, it's something that we've been thinking about of doing. It's just even people we've had on and people we haven't, just going and like getting a story from them and like getting all the cool collection and like. I don't know, I did, like I said, I checked out one of your videos, and I was just, like, in awe of just, like, the one shelf of Pan.
Oh, yeah.
So why do you like Pan so much?
A lot of people ask me that, too, because Pan, some people either they hate her, they love her, like, I know there's mixed views on her. But I've always loved her because growing up, I was a girl, tomboy, who, loved Dragon Ball. And when I saw Pan in the series, I'm like, oh my gosh, another girl around my age, because she's 10 in GT.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, and I was 10 watching GT at the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's strong. She can, like, hold her own with the guys, and, like, she's bossy. She doesn't let anyone, like, cross her. Like, she's awesome. So I looked up to her. She's also a tomboy like me. And I'm like, she's such an awesome character. So I just resonated with the character, and ever since she's like been one of my top. Goku and Pan are my favorite characters. And so I just collect anything Pan. Whenever I see Pan, I'm like, I need it. So I think I'm like a collector, or the collector with the largest Pan collection. I'm pretty sure, because I haven't seen anybody else that has a Pan collection like mine.
You should just make like a minute video just calling out all the Dragon Ball collectors, like, I am the biggest Pan collector, and just show it and then end the video, and then just see if someone comes up with like, no, I am, you know, like, that's great.
Right, like a challenge.
No, you should claim it. You should see if you should see if you're like a Guinness World.
I wanted to see if I can get in there, like, at least with the title of the female with the largest Dragon Ball collection, because I actually know the guy with the largest Dragon Ball collection who was in Guinness. He lives in Japan, and he has like the rarest Dragon Ball piece ever. And I went to his collection, actually went to see it in person, and it was pretty awesome.
You've been to Japan?
Yeah, I've been to Japan.
Yeah, she was telling me back there.
Yeah, I went in 2018.
And because you know how Japan's open back now.
Yeah.
So it's like, we're trying to go.
Like, I've been wanting to go ever since, so.
Okay, well, maybe we'll throw you on the team. You go tour guide. Yeah.
We're gonna do it next
Like,
week.
yeah.
Down, sure. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so I went to visit his collection, and like, he has some incredible pieces. He has like the rarest figure ever of Dragon Ball, and like that's a whole story on its own. But yeah, so I thought maybe I can get in as the female with the largest Dragon Ball collection. I don't know if they would do 2 categories. I know they do have sometimes male and female, but I don't know. I'd be down to try it. To see
Do
if
it
I can
now
do
before some rich girl just spends a bunch of money on Dragon Ball stuff just to like do it, you know.
No, that'd be fake at that point. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So you went to Japan in
2018.
2018?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get to go? I know they have like the Dragon Ball World.
Yeah, I went to that.
And it was there. Okay.
J World, yeah. I went actually the year after they closed it down, so I was so lucky to get to go. And I have a whole vlogging series from when I went to Japan. I have a whole playlist on my YouTube, and every single day I vlogged that I was there. I was there 10 days. I wish I was there longer, actually. I'm like, 10 days was not enough.
I want to go at least 14 days.
Yeah.
14 days west.
Next time I want
2
to do
weeks.
14. Yeah.
2 weeks, yeah.
Next time I want to do 2 weeks. So I was like in heaven when I went to Japan. Like, it was a dream of mine since I was 13, and like I was just stunned by all the Dragon Ball merch and just anime merch. Like, any store you go, like, they have anime. So I was like, oh my god, this is incredible. This is what I've been dreaming of. And yeah, it's my favorite place for sure.
He knows how much I watch Abroad in Japan. I watch Sea Dog VA. I don't know if you know those YouTubers.
I don't know. Maybe if I've seen their face or something. I don't know
Yeah.
by name. Yeah.
I just they do so much vlogging, and like Abroad in Japan is a really cool channel. It's almost like a document channel, or
I've
like
seen that one.
yeah, that one's more common. He's been around for a while now on YouTube. He's just been documenting his life in Japan, and so what he turned it into then was almost like a travel guide show, but it's just so good. It's like one of those PBS shows you watch on local TV, you know, like one of those. And
I've seen that guy. He's really popular.
British guy.
Right?
The British guy. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen him.
And I've just learned so much from him and like all the other YouTubers on there about like, you know, like Japan stuff. So like, I'm just like, oh, I know if I stay here, it's gonna cost this much, and I know how to get around and like what to buy. And so like, I know when I go there, I'm just gonna be like, easy, you know. It's gonna be. I'm so prepared.
Yeah.
It's yeah. He knows. I talked to him about it all day.
I watched Abroad in Japan album
Nice.
for a long time now. I've been subscribed. So
Yeah, like I kind of went in there with like not too much research on what to do, but also I had friends who lived there, so they helped me out a bit, like collector friends and stuff. So I actually got to go to a collector party when I went to Japan. It was awesome.
I learned about that from an anime.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's like one person who has like a nicer, bigger room, right? They kind of host the event, and then everyone comes, and then they all, right? Something like that,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
So what this one was, the guy who hosted it, his parents owned a restaurant, so we all just met up at the restaurant. We ate food and everything,
Cool.
and we exchanged like gifts, like just figures. Like the guy who hosted it had a bunch of gifts for everybody, and I think we like played a little game, and so whatever you would draw is like the one that you would get. So it was awesome. I'm like, oh my god, like they're so nice, super giving, you know.
Do you know how to speak Japanese?
No, I wish. I wish.
So how was it a struggle to communicate, or was it very easy?
It was. I know we were using a lot of Google Translate at some points, but it wasn't like a struggle. Like we were able to just get what we were saying. And also my friend, he's American, but he lives in Japan, so he knows a lot of Japanese himself. So he was helping. So it wasn't bad. Thank
Oh,
goodness.
it wasn't too bad. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Do the Japanese, like, do they speak like a lot of English or enough English?
Like my experience there, maybe the most of them didn't really know like a whole lot of English, but they try to help you anyways.
Yeah.
They try their best to help you, which is so nice. Like I was like, oh my god, they're so welcoming. They're so
Well, because
caring.
the only reason I asked is it was very interesting that you said that, and that's why I assumed you had knew Japanese, because you said play a game. So, you know, it's very interactive,
yeah.
so I'm thinking, like, oh, wow, she's, like, speaking Japanese. And,
Yeah,
like,
no, I wish.
throwing it out there. Like,
Yeah, but it was like a simple game where you didn't really need to
Yeah.
have a whole bunch of rules or anything. It was almost like a Secret Santa, except it was one person with the gifts, all the gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was an amazing experience. I can't wait to go back.
What's been has there been, you know, a struggle maybe, like, as a woman or as a Dragon Ball collector, like, on YouTube or just in the collecting world? Have you felt, like, any imbalances?
Actually, when I first started doing like videos and showing off my collection, there was a lot of guys that were like, just like, oh my god, a Dragon Ball female collector, that's like unheard of, like there's barely any. So I had a lot of guys just like leaving like crazy comments, like, oh my gosh, like be my wife kind of thing.
Oh,
like those kind of comments, like, oh my gosh.
The wifey stance.
Yeah, like
Let it
drooling over like the fact that I was a female Dragon Ball fan. So, but nothing like negative really, like where they're like, oh my gosh, she's a girl, like she doesn't know anything about Dragon Ball. Probably no, nothing like that.
You didn't get any hate?
Yeah, no hate really.
You just got a bunch of simps.
Simps.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's a regular narrative.
Okay. you got a bunch of simps, and the Dragon Ball community has a lot of simps.
Yes.
I know.
Everywhere has Sims.
I was
true.
spoiler alert, I was disappointed from the Dragon Ball Super movie, superhero movie, when they threw the Bulma ass shot
Spoiler
of
alert.
her. Yeah. And I was like, in all of Dragon Ball, like, I've known they've done like a few things here and there, but like this is the worst. I was like, for fan service, like this is the worst. Oh my god. I know so many people that were way too happy about that scene.
It was funny, but it's like, wow, they really just did that. Like, okay.
Yeah.
So, is there any character that you dislike in
Yes.
Dragon Ball? Like, who's the main one?
Ribrianne, I hate her. I hate her. I remember.
I hate her
Oh my
too.
gosh! Whenever I was reacting to it, like I always used to be like, "Oh my gosh, she's still in the game. Why is she still fighting? Like she needs to get out. She sucks."
I have to say the two biggest dicks in Dragon Ball either have to be Beerus. Beerus can be a dick sometimes.
I feel like
I love Beerus.
we're gonna kick him out of here in a few seconds.
Okay, I'm sorry. I haven't watched Dragon Ball in a while.
Who's the other one? Who's the other one?
Majin Buu? Kind of a little bit.
Majin Buu.
Wait,
Like Fat Buu?
well. Do you mean evil Majin Buu?
Yeah.
Evil Majin Buu.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
that makes sense. Or did you just change your answer and you mean
No.
Fat Majin Buu because he slept the whole tournament?
No, evil Majin Buu.
Evil Majin Buu. Okay,
Evil
okay.
Yeah, it's like
Let's say Ginyu's an asshole.
yeah.
Ginyu's
He
an
is.
asshole.
He is an asshole.
Frieza isn't an asshole anymore.
He
Just
was, but yeah.
I mean, he still does his dumb shit, but you kind of forgive him when you realize. A spoiler alert. Oh wow,
We're gonna have a major intermission for a couple seconds.
We can put your most hated character on screen. I'll put
Okay.
both your most hated characters on screen. I don't think I actually have a most hated character in Dragon Ball, but the camera heated up again. But yeah,
most
yeah.
hated, we can say most disliked.
Okay, we'll say most disliked. But no, I think when you find out, I can see why you said Beerus, because Beerus told Frieza to kill all the Saiyans.
Yeah.
Which I mean,
That's a total dick move.
there was a slight moment where I was like, oh fuck you, Beerus. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like you were so cool, like you were cool as fuck until like, fucking he said that to Whis, and I was like, oh shit. I was
know.
like, what the fuck?
Like honestly, like Whis and Beerus are like, they're awesome. I love both of them. Like, they're dynamic, like, together. They're back and forth. They're the best.
I like how Beerus has a new crush now.
I know. Like,
I thought that was gonna end up being Broly's girl, but
I know. I'm like, is that still a thing or what? What's going on there?
I feel like there's missing content because Superhero is so from Broly to Superhero is the manga right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is, I mean, well, their training that was after the Granola fight, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Well, even though it's still going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking manga now. Yeah. I just assumed you read it too. I was like, yo, she's reading the manga. She's caught up. Yeah.
The manga, like, I've been like waiting for it to come back anime form, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, when are they gonna do this? I heard next year they're gonna bring it back, Super. So like, I've been kind of waiting for it to come back so they can do it in anime form, but I'm like, are they going to at this point? Like, what's going on? Come on, guys.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense that they did a huge... I mean, when you see how old... Because everyone's still the same age right after the tournament. That's Broly. And then... We're going to talk about Dragon Ball. And then you jump to, Gohan going beast mode.
Yeah.
And then Pan's a little bit older.
Yeah.
Both boys are older, Trunks and Gotenks. And then I'm just kind of like, what the fuck? Krillin, did he grow his hair correctly? Superhero?
Yes.
He did have his hair, right?
He only had like one time he grew actually his hair.
Well, it was Z.
Did he? I think.
It was
he was wearing
Z.
His helmet most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Krillin.
he got the worst damage of the hair.
I think the best Krillin was definitely in just old school Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I agree.
Old school Dragon Ball, right? Yeah, that's the best Krillin. I mean, that's the best one of all Z fighters. I don't know why Tien was brought to the Tournament of Power. That one didn't make sense to me.
I agree. But
Krillin, I get, because Krillin's like the comedic relief of the team. Because Yamcha used to be.
Yeah, he did.
But I think he got his ass whooped too many times.
Now he's just a meme. He's just a meme now. Kind of sad.
Yeah, but Tien didn't make any sense to bring.
Yeah. People just really like Tien, though. So maybe they're like, let's bring Tien back because people love him.
Because I know at least Master Roshi, because he could do a Kamehameha, that at least made some sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
He at least could fight with, Kai and stuff like that. So
there's so many memes. Dragon Ball.
I know, there's so many.
My favorite one is some guy animated a few seconds of the fight between Goku and Jiren, and instead of just saliva, it was blood, like it was supposed to be.
Nice.
So it's like, yeah.
That was one complaint I had about Super. Was like, where the heck is all the blood? Like, are you kidding me? Like, Z was pretty brutal at times. Like, what the heck?
Which we were just looking at. In the story, the Krillin figure has the horn, and I have that specific episode on VHS. Nice. I have a couple, and that one you just see Frieza horn go through Krillin, the blood, and then Frieza's just bouncing Krillin up and down, and then the blood's just squirting, and it's like, it sort of gruesome, but that was good about Dragon Ball. It made it intense, it made it scary, and then that's when it was like, because now when people die, it's just like, oh, they have the Dragon Balls, but back then it was like, how gruesome it was made you forget that they had the Dragon Balls. They could just wish them back to life. It was like, they're literally fucking dying.
Right.
It's been past 10 minutes, which, we can start cursing. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know I cursed earlier, and she was like, what? Like, what are you doing? Like, but no, yeah. So, Dragon Ball has been, I think, a spiritual journey for me. At least.
No, I honestly don't know where my life would be currently, like, without Dragon Ball. I've met so many people through the show. Like if you were to tell me too, like, when I was 10 years old, that I was gonna, like, be friends with some of the voice actors, I would never believe it. I would never believe it. Because, I mean, I even, like, loved looking at the voices behind Dragon Ball when I was 10. Like, I would look at the credits and see who would voice who. And I used to be like, oh my gosh, like, this is so cool, and whatever. And that's when I really started getting into voice actors and stuff. And then, I don't know, now one thing led to another, and now I know a lot of them. Like,
do you like Canadian Vegeta or American Vegeta?
I like them both in their own ways.
Yeah, I felt like 1 was great for the revision, which is the American one, but when you load up that VHS and it's the classic one, you're just like, yeah, this one just...
It's not the same.
The voice, no, it just hits right. The voice is nitty and gritty, and it just...
Not so evil. Like,
yeah, it was more of an evil Vegeta.
Yeah. Kakarot.
Yeah, just nice and down.
Yeah, like I feel like Brian Drummond is great for like evil Vegeta when he's just like ruthless.
Did he do Raditz?
He
as well, or no?
No, he didn't. No.
Someone else did Raditz,
Someone
right?
else, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's perfect for like Saiyan Saga, Vegeta, just like ruthless, you know.
I would love to see Raditz come back.
I would love
brother.
to see just. I mean, I know, I'm not gonna. I would love to see like Bardock really be back. You know, I know there's something in the manga. I don't know. But,
I love Bardock too.
Yeah,
I'm a
I
big
love
Bardock fan. Yeah.
Yeah, I love him. I'm like, why don't they bring him back? They should wish him back. They can. Why don't they?
Yeah, I question that. I was like, Goku could have easily wished back his family after killing Frieza, because he would have known, like, oh yeah, my family's threat from all those years ago is gone.
Yeah.
And then he could have taught even his mom, his dad, and his brother all how to go Super Saiyan.
Yeah, I mean, Raditz was just, he was evil. He was ruthless too, but
again, so was Vegeta and Nappa,
Yeah,
and at the end of, and you know, at the beginning of Broly, you see them on another planet, but that was because of what they had to do.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm pretty sure if they didn't have to do that, they would just like fighting, which is what Broly, Vegeta, and Goku end up like doing anyway.
Yeah.
And that's because they're pure Saiyans, you know.
Exactly. That would have been an awesome, like, family reunion, right? Like, have them all back.
It's the one thing I ask for, like, in my dreams all the time. And, like, I swear, I used to be a huge Christian. I used to pray to God that they would bring back Raditz or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to play, like, Dragon Ball Budokai on the GameCube, and I would just, like, do double Sunday. Yeah, I love double Sunday.
I love the old school video games, too. Classics.
I wish Turles was the third brother that was canon.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do wish he was canon.
Yeah, but you'd want him to be like a brother.
I would if they made him canon, I would want them to bring him back and then him be the one that's like unchangeably evil. You know what I mean? It's like where he's just like, oh, you can go Super Saiyan? Oh, screw the fruit of might or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, screw the fruit. I'm just gonna go Super Saiyan now and fight you. You know, because like that would be, I think. Because when they did Goku Black, that's what made me think of just bringing Turtles back, because he looked just like Goku.
Yeah.
But he was stronger.
Yeah.
Right, so it was just like, damn, like, you could have just done this with Turtles instead of Zamasu and Zamasu. Like,
I was going to say, like, a lot of people say, you know, like, Goku Black is pretty much like a Turles, right? But...
Yeah. With pink hair.
Yeah.
No.
Which would have made sense. The fruit was pink, so if he ate the fruit, his Super Saiyan form would have been pink. I don't know. You would have. Oh, dude, it's just. I feel like we could. I wish we could relate this to them. You like do this instead. You know.
Yeah. No, I know. Like, and also, like, what would you say is your favorite Dragon Ball transformation? It's a question for you guys.
Ooh.
For me, it would be Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like transformation to Saiyan or in the show?
Both. Both.
I would say my favorite transformation, even up to date, is still Perfect Cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's such a great moment. Because it was just like, even after he blew up, he was just like, yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
It's like, okay, psych.
He was just like, yeah, there's Full Cell, but then there's Perfect Cell, and he was just like, yeah, I'm back. After blowing up, I was like from the little molecule. But Saiyan form, I think Saiyan just God with the red hair.
God is awesome. That's one of my tops too. I love God.
I would love to see a Gogeta in red form. Because I know they just jumped to blue in the movie. They didn't even do the power ups or they did Super Saiyan and then they just jumped to blue immediately.
Yeah.
But exactly. I would love to see a red.
Yeah, I love the God transformation. Like, it's simple, but just I love the red hair. It looks
awesome. Like a Kaioken's Super Saiyan form. It looks it looks great.
Exactly. My favorite is Super Saiyan 4.
What's your favorite transformation? Was it also
Super Saiyan 4?
Oh, Super Saiyan 4. Okay,
yeah,
okay,
that's my
okay.
favorite. Like, it's always been. I love the design to it. I think it looks badass.
With the red and
the fur and like he looks like, you know, they have like a homage to the Ozaru form. You know, it's just so cool. You know, it's like back to its roots, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like I love the tail, the giant bulkiness of him, the red fur. You know, he has eyeliner too. I don't know where that came from, but he has eyeliner, red eyeliner.
It hits differently. Yeah. It just hits
cool.
so differently.
It's cool. I love it.
Okay, what's your what's your favorite form of Dragon Ball and transformation?
I said it.
What was it?
Ultra Instinct.
Ultra Instinct. I didn't hear it. I'm like, yeah. What's your favorite Great Ape transformation? Or whose Great Ape is your favorite?
I mean, I really like babies, to be fair. I love babies.
Right, yeah.
Babies is so cool. Also, I like Cumber. Cumber's is really cool. Yeah, and when he's like Super Saiyan like 3, like with the freaking Zaru form, like that looks so cool. Like what the heck? This is like, now they're just really trying to destroy everything in there.
Do you know about Cucumber?
No.
That's from the Dragon Ball Heroes.
Yeah.
It's like a side game in Japan, but they did like a show to go with it.
Yeah.
That's not canon.
No, not at all. It's like a free-for-all kind of thing.
The last Dragon Ball game I ever played was Tenkaichi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and before that,
old.
I played the one in Game Booy Advance. The one that they had Boo's Revenge.
Oh, okay, Boo's Fury.
Yep.
That's a famous one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance.
I think I tried getting back when Xenoverse came out, but I just couldn't.
Yeah, I couldn't. Me neither.
It was
like,
fighters that got me back.
I'm just like not like consistent with games, so I never finish.
I heard people want Xenoverse 3 already, so it's like.
Oh yeah, because there's Universe 2, and then there's gonna be a third one. Did you like? I think we actually talked about this when you came into the store that one time. Did you like Fighters?
Yeah, I like it because it's like similar to like Marvel vs. Capcom, and I love Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh, there's that old school Dragon Ball game on the PlayStation 1 that was like that. It was the 2D.
But like
one like that.
But it wasn't like 3-on-3 kind of.
No, it was just the 1-on-1. Yeah. Oh, you like the 3-on-3?
Yeah, I think it's cool. It reminds me of like Marvel vs. Capcom, like, and I love that game.
See, my friends will do that, and then when they feel like I've been cheating, they'll do a 1v1 and then realize I haven't been. Because I've just like.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I was just like, all right, I got you guys. It's fine. I somehow my best character in there is just Super Saiyan Vegeta.
Really?
Yeah. Before that, it switches out for the first one, but my second is always like Yamcha. Because, you save your best for last. Mm-hmm. So I can go from like Goku Black, Zamasu, Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4. Like I can switch out with all of them, but then it's Yamcha and then Super Saiyan Vegeta. Super Saiyan Vegeta, I just don't lose for whatever reason.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just so...
I haven't played the game enough to see which one I'm best at.
Yeah.
Did you play with Pan?
I haven't. No.
Did they release Pan or was that Videl?
I don't think they had Pan. I don't think they have Pan.
It's probably Videl I'm thinking of then,
Videl,
she looks just like her mom. So it's
true. You're right. But my favorite Dragon Ball game ever is Budokai Tenkaichi 3. It's the best one, hands down, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinions.
I think the Budokai series is pretty good.
It was
like for the games,
awesome. Like Tenkaichi 3 had like so many characters. That's what I loved about it too, and it was easy to play too.
Do you think Jindimba should be made canon? And they could do it at any time.
Yeah, he's an awesome villain. Like, he looks awesome. He just, like, the movie was fun. I love that movie. It's one of my favorites. They should do it.
What about the demons from Xenoverse?
That would make for an epic story, I feel like.
Like Toa is sick.
Yeah.
She is
and
sick.
And and all of those. Like, that would be really cool. They should do it. And why not? Why haven't they?
Yeah. It's exactly.
There's certain things I'm like, why don't you do this? Like, come on, you got.
It would have been perfect to just say that that's canon, and this is happening like right now in Dragon Ball Super. Like, just give us new Super content while we're waiting for the manga to get animated. Because all they would have to do is just change the animation format, because it's already been voiced in Japanese and English, so you just maybe redo some lines and stuff like that, but you already have it all there. Just reanimate it and put it on TV. You know, like, everyone will watch it, everyone will enjoy it, you know, and, well, because most of the fights are what you play as, but then it would just be sick to see Toho fight and everyone animated. And,
oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of awesome concepts and stories that they have, and they kind of have them as side stories and stuff, you know?
Do you think Dragon Ball will be, like, at least on, you know, maybe in our timeline or, like, 100 years after, do you think it'll just still be relevant?
I think so. I believe so, because I feel like it's timeless. It's a anime that's
Plus,
timeless.
it's like a space opera kind of thing.
Yeah, and it's like not super complicated to understand. That's why like a lot of people from all ages enjoy it. Reminds me of like, you know, like Demon Slayer. You know, it's not super complicated, and like all people of all ages love it.
Yeah.
So it's like that. So
I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's not like a JoJo episode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
you're like, what's going on?
Right,
Like,
right. That's what I'm
he punched
saying.
him how fast? How many times? Like, yeah. Like in Dragon Ball, it just happens. Yeah, it's just like this is normal.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I've always felt so. I mean, it already did stand the test of time, because I mean, even though when Kai came out, that gave it like a rebirth for a new generation to like watch it new. But nothing was really happening, and I feel like there was still stuff like the ramen shop in Orlando, Super Saiyan, came out.
Love them.
Yeah, they're so good. By the way, big shout out to Super Saiyan. Yeah,
Never been there.
They've treated me like gold. I love them so much. Like I'm always doing stuff with them. They're
food's so
amazing.
good.
Yeah.
I have to finish the bowl. You have to get all the way down to the bottom. That food is so good.
The
Yeah.
fire noodle is my favorite.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
Even though it's hot and it's burning, you have to eat it. Yeah.
Like one of my most viewed videos is when I first went to Super Saiyan.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they're the best. Like I was a guest at their SuperCon last year, so that was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. They're amazing.
Well, so, I mean, if you look at shows like The Office, I mean, they still do, like, their own little conventions, and, like, there's still memorabilia being made and sold, so I'm pretty sure the fact that there's new manga, and then there was a new movie, and that there's going to be new animations and more story, I mean, I guess, yeah, Dragon Ball will probably go on for, I think, at least the next 200 years.
Yeah.
Until it's like, okay, we're done with Dragon Ball. You know, it's like, or unless they just keep writing it after, you know, Toriyama passes away. Who knows, you know?
Yeah,
but
who knows what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
But
I think if Dragon Ball, like, ever like ends, it's not gonna die down real fast. It's just gonna go slowly till like it grinds you to a halt. Because you know Dragon Ball lasts forever. It's gonna go down slowly.
I think Gundam will outlast Dragon Ball.
You think so?
Only because if you listen to our Gundam podcast with Uber Cosplay, we talked about how realistically it's possible for Gundam more than any other anime, because they already built them. They already built two of them they walk and they move in Japan. So all you need is like a couple, like 20 years of like some upgrades, and they're gonna be moving around as fast, you know what I mean, and shooting big ass guns like that. So that's why I'm like, because imagine, you know, in like 100 years a Gundam is possible. People going into the Air Force to pilot a Gundam, of course their kid is gonna build the model that their dad is using or their mom is using, you know, like, because if your parent's a pilot, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, realistically wise, I feel like that would outlast. I'm also a Gundam fan and a Dragon Ball fan. And they already, if you watch the movie Interstellar, they built the satellites that people are living in the same way Gundam is. So if anything, this is just like, oh, Gundam was a prediction from like 100 years ago. Yeah, I'm super like a sci-fi nerd, so like unless someone floats, then I'll be like, never mind. Dragon Ball is the future. We're fighting like DragonAll from now on. Our UFC matches are going to be people flying around and stuff.
Okay,
yeah.
realistically, Dragon Ball
now
cannot be no.
Yeah.
No, obviously not. But it's just the fantasy of it. That's what's amazing.
I mean, Goku got shot, so that's realistic. So
he
literally got shot.
Yeah, I'll never forget that moment.
I still can't comprehend that moment.
Yeah, it was like, what? I don't know. Resurrection F was.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, okay. To be honest, that's my least favorite out of the new movies is Resurrection F.
It's same.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. I don't know how they could have wrote that.
Yeah, I was like, what? I was so confused.
Maybe they could have just saved gold for the tournament. That would have been better.
Yeah.
Like him trying, you know, him sucking down the Hakai and then just turning gold would have been like oh, he trained while he was dead.
Yeah.
That would have
like,
made.
I agree with you. Like I think I don't know, cause like they made the movie into the like an anime form too. So it's like I think the anime form is I might like it better. I don't know.
Actually, you know what would be awesome? If they created a live action statue, like the Gundam.
For
Dragon Ball Z, just put Goku doing.
Well, they probably have like wax statues, right, of Dragon Ball characters. Have you seen those? Do you own one?
A wax, like what?
Yeah.
Like life size or what?
Yeah, basically. One of our camera overheated again. But yeah, like you know those wax museums. Do they have them for the Dragon Ball characters,
I haven't
like
seen
life size?
wax, but I've seen just like life size resins or like just like, you know, life size. It's like they're made of like this light material, like they're just huge. I've seen those, but not wax. I want a life size statue one day, but they're expensive. I mean, Goku and Pan would be awesome.
Yeah.
And that would be amazing. That would complete my little Pan shrine.
Would you put those in the? Would you put those in the shrine, or would you put them like in the living room?
I would the Pan one probably like next to all the Pan stuff.
Yeah,
and probably maybe the Goku in like the living room for everyone
Maybe.
to see. Yeah.
That'd be.
Yeah, imagine you just going through this on the phone. Yeah, Bandai, can you guys do me a favor? Can you guys create a live action Pan on the like an actual live action figure of Pan?
Are you as tall as Pan?
I don't know. Pan, she's pretty short, but so am I. So I don't.
Well, there hasn't been adult Pan animated.
Mm-mm.
It was just teen Pan, right?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
She was 10, and I think at the end she was like a teen by the end of GT. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I would like to see her aged, but we did see her as an old woman at Heroes Legacy movie of GT.
I didn't see that.
Really?
No.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
actually that's literally the first time I ever heard about that.
What?
There was a
Are you
GT movie
kidding
called
me?
Heroes Legacy.
Yes.
I thought I knew all the GT
Jr.
content. I feel like I need to go over all the GT content again. I feel like there's a couple things I'm missing.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, it's a movie with Goku Jr. Like he's the main character of the movie.
I remember that.
Oh god.
Oh no, this is bad. This is so bad.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You gotta watch it.
Yeah, dang.
It's cute. It's a cute movie.
Okay, so how do you feel? I just heard about this the other day about the Overwatch fans, like, and what the Fate fans, they like to sexualize all the characters. Have you felt about all the Dragon Ball stuff that's been on the internet? That's that type of stuff.
I feel like it's like bound to happen, right? I feel like with everything, it's like, something has to be sexualized in some way. Like that's how.
Like Goku and
all that
Vegeta,
is.
just
Yeah, it's fans.
No.
Fans like they want to do all that stuff. They're like, oh, let's do this. Let's make this fan art. Let's make this fan
there
story.
was so much Goku and Kefla, fucking
It's
thing
so,
afterwards. I was like, dude,
it's weird.
what?
It's like, what
I
the
was
hell is
like,
this?
did everyone forget Chi-Chi exists and how loyal Goku just weirdly is to Chi-Chi? Like,
No. Do I know what the weird thing is? There's actually one I actually found on the internet.
Why are you admitting to this?
No. no. It just randomly popped up on my feed, on Twitter, and I was like, dude, what was Chi-Chi doing with Piccolo?
Oh shit! No, that would be Videl.
No,
if
no,
anything,
no,
the joke is Videl. The joke is Videl.
No, it was Chi-Chi and Piccolo, and Goku walks in. Dude, it was like, what
No,
the
okay,
fuck?
I'm just gonna. He saw Piccolo's pickle. Okay, that's enough of that.
He doesn't have a penis, so.
Oh, I know. There's that one nasty thing of like Cell and Android 18 that got shared everywhere. If you were on Newgrounds or something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was
back in the day. I used to always be on that.
That was.
Newgrounds.
There's a lot of people going like, yeah, like right now, listening to that. Oh my god.
Hilarious. No, it's actually speaking of like Goku and Chi-Chi and how they're loyal, or whatever. I just posted something on I think my Instagram where it was just like a clip from Dragon Ball Z from the English dub, of course, where Chi-Chi's like, hey, she tells Bulma, hey, we should trade partners. Goku for Vegeta, and then like they just dissed Yamcha. Like,
yeah, they roast Yamcha.
Yeah. Like he was like, oh, I'm available, ladies, and then Chi-Chi's like, we don't want to downgrade, and I was like, oh.
Damn, feels bad for Yamcha, bro.
That sucks. That's so sad. Poor Yamcha.
Did you read that? That reminded me of the fanfic when Goku and Vegeta don't separate as Vegito.
A fanfic?
It was not a fanfic, but it was like a story written. So it was like, and it wasn't like one of those like sexualized things. It was just like they were just writing a story. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I don't know, but I've heard of like just stories where they're like, oh, now they gotta share partners, like kind of thing.
No,
I've heard of that though.
No, so it was the reason I brought it up because it reminded me of in that story, Bulma and Chi-Chi. I think Bulma just says whatever, and Chi-Chi just takes Vegito, and so like they end up just staying with Vegito, and then they have a girl, which I think is Pan. I don't understand the story.
That sounds really stupid.
No, yeah. I don't know.
I'm meaning like the story sounds so ridiculous.
No. They have a girl, and like the girl just ends up being like the strongest or whatever. Because she's like the daughter of Vegito, which is like two Saiyans, and so it's like she's stronger than Gohan and like all that other stuff. It's like
that's a
crazy.
really weird story though. Not gonna lie, it's like okay, like
you should look it up. I'll show. You know what? I'll look it up
should.
afterwards. I always tell people I'll look up something afterwards, but this time I'll remember. But
watch it forget in the next 5 hours.
But well, no. I mean, like, how long do you see yourself being a Dragon Ball YouTuber, or just doing it?
Honestly, like, I've always said I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. That's for sure. Like, I just love what I do, and I love the community that I've built around all my platforms and collecting and everything. So I don't know. I don't see me stopping anytime soon in the foreseeable future. That's for sure. Because I just love everything that surrounds what I do, like the conventions. I cosplay too. Just meeting fans or other collectors and like doing events and like voice actors and all this stuff I just love it. It's brought me to things I've never thought I would do, like being here, or like I was actually featured one time on Fuji TV for a interview. I was on a TV show for collectors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I got reached out by one of the, I think it was one of the producers for the show, and they're like, we saw your collection, like we want you on Japanese TV. So I was freaking
cool.
out.
Yeah,
I was freaking out.
Cool.
So I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I bring out? Like, what am I? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm gonna be on Fuji TV. That's like the network that shows Dragon Ball in Japan. So
that's pretty sick.
Yeah. So I remember I had met with the translator, and I was with the producer that only spoke Japanese, and it was really cool because in the show they actually dubbed me in Japanese, so I technically have a voice actor.
What?
Yeah.
So sick.
Are we gonna get copyrighted if we play a clip of that?
I don't think so because I have it on my channel, like the clip. So.
Okay, so unless they stayed all the way until this part, that's when I'm gonna put it in here.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll cut right here.
続いてのオタクのオタクは
皆さんこんにちは。私の名前はステファニーよ。
こちらがアメリカのドラゴンボールオタクステファニーさん27歳。5歳の時からドラゴンボールオタクだという彼女。そのコレクション総数は実に6000点以上。コレクションにつぎ込んだ金額は
そんなに細かく計算したことはないけど、そうね。1000万は軽く超えてると思うわ。
なんと驚異の1000万円オーバー。そんな彼女に聞いてみました。看護家に一つだけ入れるならどれにしますか？
一つになんて絞れないから2つ選ばせてもらったわ。
ではまず一つ目は
私が6歳の時に初めて手に入れた悟空のスーパーサイヤ人フィギュアよ。おもちゃ屋さんでママに買ってもらったの。やっぱり最初だから大事なの。
続いて2つ目は
パンのアクションフィギュアよ。一番好きなのは悟空なんだけど、次に好きなキャラがパンなの。パンはあんまり人気がないんだけど、私は大好きなキャラクターなの。 子供の頃にドラゴンボール GT を見て同世代の女の子が活躍する姿にとてもテンションが上がったわ。何があっても落ち込まないし、男にも負けない強い女戦士に魅了された。これもママからプレゼントされたものよ。イタリア旅行のお土産に買ってきてくれたの。私が死んだらこの2つを棺桶に入れて見送ってほしいわ。
ではそんなステファニーさんからのオタクイズ。6000点以上のアイテムを持っているステファニーさんが今一番欲しいドラゴンボールグッズは何でしょう？正解は、
私が一番欲しいドラゴンボールグッズはフルアクションポーズスーパーサイヤ人ヤードラットタイプよ。昔特別なキャンペーンがあって100名限定で配布されたんだけど、本当にレアで誰も現物を見たことがないから実在しないんじゃないかとまで言われた伝説のフィギュアなの。もし手に入るなら1000万円出してもいいわ。
ということで正解はフルアクションポーズスーパーサイヤ人ヤードラットタイプでした。
And then we'll play it, so right there it'll be played, and then
That's
they'll be
awesome.
able to hear it and watch it. But
Yeah, it was
I'll probably put a caption. Stay tuned to your
Yeah.
programming. Here's a clip from Fuji TV.
to Fuji TV, yeah. Oh, we get you voicing that over.
Dozo.
Yeah. But I think you want to go get ramen.
yeah. Let's
All
do
right.
it. Or sushi. I love sushi. It's my favorite food ever.
All right, well, we'll go pick a place. Thank you guys for watching. This is SSJ Goshin 4.
Thank you for having me.
The biggest Dragon Ball collector in South Florida and the biggest woman Dragon Ball collector that we know and have heard of. And I think really authentic, really cool stuff. So
Thank you
this
so
is
much.
a cool conversation. Yeah,
Yes,
that's awesome.
Thank you for having me. And if you want to follow me, SSJGoshin4.
Oh yeah, we'll put all this
We'll
stuff
put
in
all the
there.
links.
Yeah. You know where to go.
All right, thanks guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and also subscribe to SSJ Goshin 4.
And also, if you want to check out any stuff that we're getting from Japan in the near future, please check out our website, superanimestore.com,
and Instagram.
and Instagram.
Take care, guys. Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.